I don't mind.
Hello. Hello. Okay, I'm audible. Let's continue. We will be starting in a minute, okay? So, if you have watched yesterday's stream, you will be have a context, okay, what we were doing in these streams. But if that is not the case, it is totally fine because I will be giving a brief that what is these streams about, okay? But before that, just give me a moment, okay? I'm just doing some of the adjustment. Okay. Okay. I just wanted to uh, just give me a moment. Okay. I think we are good to go. Okay. Okay. So we will be starting from where we have left off yesterday. Okay. To give you a little bit of context, let me start. Okay. So this is a hackathon which was conducted by uh, Meta, PyTorch, and Hugging Face. Okay. So they collaborated to conduct this hackathon. This hackathon is conducted in Scalar. Okay. This platform is Scalar. Okay. If you wanted to register it, if you wanted to register it for, you can register it from. I guess the closing date was 5 April. So before that, you can definitely register. And the last date was to submit it. It was around 8, I guess. Okay. So we have a basic understanding of what they are trying us. They are trying us to do. Okay, or what they want us to build. Okay, so we have discussed it previously, because it is not a stream where we are trying to learn something. I'm just trying to solve it, and going with me, you people can understand how you can also solve a particular problem, or how people solve a particular problem when they are mm, when something comes up. It also implement the same theory is implemented in if you are trying to solve a real world use case. Okay, there is a set of corpus which has you will be getting from your client. Okay, which is about a functional and non-functional requirement, and how are you going to go through with all of them, what they want. And yeah, that is what will be happening. So it is good to have a look how people are solving it. It is my way of solving something. I people have people might do it differently, because there is nowadays people always do AI for all the thing. But I'm an old-fashioned person. Okay, I'm just trying to first understand what they want from us. Okay, and then trying to explore some of the things. Okay, so that like even if does AI in some of the part, I will have the most context about that part. Okay, yeah, so it is easier to debug. Okay, so yeah, let's just start. I think we were able to explore the module one, and we were able to understand how things are going. Okay, what are these reset, step, and state is doing, and we have experimented on these three function, or these three method upon three use case, which were easy use case. Okay, or you could say it as a dummy use case. Okay, so we have like explore it on these things, which was echo hello. Okay, uh, echo message, and then another was open send we catch. Okay, so this is from DeepMind, and this is text arena wordle, where we have to guess a 5 letter word, and we have 6 attempts to guess it. Okay, so we have done all of this. We understand how what is the difference between async and sync. Okay, and just give me a moment. Uh, so yeah, we have completed this module one. Okay, let's go to the module two. So today's goal, let me set. the goal that we are covering today. Okay, because if it is not that if we will be covering only this. Okay, if time permits. Okay, if we have the time after completing all the modules. Okay, we will be covering much more because I wanted to complete it before the time I've allocated myself. Okay, because I know there will be a time where we might also come up run into some error which will not be able to debug on time, or there will be time where I will not able to give that much time to this. So yeah, if I have the time, I will be picking up the pace and trying to cover it as much as possible. Let me do one thing. Okay. So today's goal was this was second. So we will be covering these all the modules from. This is a module that is given by the power to understand how does the OpenNV works. Okay. So it was given it in here. Okay. So they want us to go through with it so that we can be able to understand how we are able to create upon our own environment. So yeah, let's just see. And we have completed the first module. We have covered up this first module, and we will be covering the second, third, and fourth and fifth module by today. And if we have some time left, so we will be picking up the pace, and we will also be covering some of the, I guess, some of the basic use case that the Meta Python OpenNV have covered. It might be on the docs, it might be on the example. So we will see. Okay, so how are they doing it? Because I think in these modules I will be able to understand uh, what are the sample use case, or how is OpenNV doing a particular thing, but they might not have covered it in that much depth. So if I wanted to understand, I might also have to explore this thing. Okay, so let's see what we will be doing, and then I have to decide on the three topics. So yeah, let's see if the time permits or not. Okay, let's just start doing what we have to do. Let's go through with the README first. Okay, the module 2, using the existing environment, the environment hub, OpenNV environment like Hugging Face. Okay, so we have to create a open and Hugging Face key. Okay, let me. I will be doing it separately. Okay, I will be not showing it on the stream because I don't want anyone else to access my Hugging Face API token. But I will be showing how can you do it on your own. Okay, but let's just go from here first. The environment hub collection has ready to use. Yeah, that is what I am saying, because uh, these five modules, they have not covered everything that we have to uh, know about. They have covered that much only that we can able to get on the right track for us to really win this hackathon, or maybe do something useful. We have to cover all these topics on our own. Okay, every space given you three things. Okay, okay, so every space has three things. mm, One of them was server, where our environment has been deployed, or the running environment endpoint. Okay, another one was repository. Okay, installing Python packages. Okay, so this is how we install the Python packages over the environment. Okay, using the same endpoint where the environment is running. Okay, and then there is one more thing, which is registry, where where we have put on our Docker container image so that we can pull it in the environment. Okay, got that. You don't build an environment to use them. You don't build environment to use them. Install the client, point it to the server and go. You don't build environment to use them. Install the client. Okay, point it at a server. I need to point it at a server and go. I have understand it a little, but not completely. The last statement is a bit confusing, but let's just skip this statement again. We will be able to understand by going forward again. Let's just read this thing. Type safe module. Okay, I think this is something which they have already discussed again. How they are making it more easily debuggable. Okay, that is a feature that they have introduced, which is better than the Gymnasium by OpenAI. Okay, by doing so, they are able to make it more easily debuggable for the production environment. Okay, even OpenMV environment defines type module of action. Okay, object and state. So these are all the things that they have defined, so that we can be able to understand, and we can able to implement or reuse these things to get a standard output of the those things that we have already discussed previously, which was firstly we let me set up the context for that what I'm talking about. Okay. uh, I have told you this on yesterday's stream, but let me just this thing, and at the very end I need to output this thing. Okay. So to be able to get all this thing, I needed to store it somewhere, right? So that is why we are implementing all these things. So there aren't just documentation, there are real Python data classes. Okay, they are not just documentations. So yeah, they are not just what we say. They are not something like .md file where we have talk about what the action is doing, or what the observation is doing, or what the state is doing. Rather than there are real Python data classes, which what it does was, if let's suppose we have defined action ID as integer, so it should be integer. Okay, it should not be a string. So it is helping us to maintain that flow, because as you already have known, Python is a dynamic language. If you say, let's suppose if you let me give you an example. Uh, okay, com Python or compiler. Okay, so let's suppose if you want a input. Okay, is this a good compiler? I don't think so, right? Let me give this compiler. Okay, just taking some time to render. So let's say input. Store this input in main. Okay, and let me do one thing. Let me try to print this thing. Okay, so let's just say okay, I have given the data from the module name event of the line. Let's say if I have given this thing. Or I could do one thing. hello. Okay, if I give my name, it is able to the output as hello Rahul. Okay, but let's suppose if I have given here a number uh, instead of a string. Okay, let's suppose if I have given 1 2 3, it is taken it as it is. Okay, even if it is a number, it is taking it as a string. Okay, so that is something which we don't want, because our application might break at some point and we have no knowledge of that this is where it has break. Okay, so that is why we need to have strictly type. That is why we are using data classes, and we can also use python. Okay, so it depends totally upon ourselves that what we wanted to use. So that is what data class is, and that's your id can automatic auto complete and your type checker. Yeah, that is what they are doing and can validate together. This is the same type that we have defined in the data class. So that is what the role of the data class is. And for OpenNV environment, they are taking an example of OpenNV pydantic model. Done reward are inherited from observation. So ठीक done have two choices. It could either be true or it could either be false. Okay, so if our task that we wanted to achieve, or if it is um completed or gone through at a certain threshold that we have defined, so to be able to like mark it as success. Okay, that we are able to do these things. Okay, let's suppose uh, if we wanted to play a game of chess, and if it is going to a certain threshold, let's suppose let me just give me you a visualization so that you can understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, okay, so this move have taken like have a chances of winning of 40%, and this move have a chances of winning of itna percent. So yeah, that is how they are like calculating it. So let's suppose even if this the threshold got crossed to 70%, the accumulated threshold, not just a single reward, but the accumulated reward has gone to, above 70%, we can like say that we have achieved the success. So that is what uh, defined in done. Okay, if it is cross the threshold, it will mark as true, and if it is not the case, it is marked as false. Okay? And then there are these rewards, which should be which should be or which can be, okay, up to the second decimal only. Okay, so we have defined all these things, or we should be defining all these things. We are taking openenv code.nv import actions. So these are all the actions that are defined in it there in the env server. We are directly importing it from there, and we are also taking the states from there. We are taking field. So field are I forgot what field is in Python. Okay. Field what it was. In this section, we will be going through the available mechanism to customize the field default value or JSON schema or the constraints. Okay, so to do so, the field function is used a lot and behave the same way as the standard library function of data classes. By okay, so we can use fields in Pydantic instead of using the data classes by assigning to a autonomous. Okay, so the default value has been set as this. I need to revise these things because I have also forgot about some of the basic things. So we don't need to worry about it. Okay, so this is what it is doing is okay. I understand this wala part only right now. So I will be explaining it to you. This field is what it is doing is in default it is taking it as a dictionary. So yeah, that is what it is, just changing the default behavior of this part, and it is saying that the game params should be a dictionary, and if you trying to type something else other than this, it will show you an error that we are getting in yesterday's stream also. Okay. Okay, and then there is open. This is all the actions that the open spiral will take, and this is a open spiral observations. So these are all the type shape models. Okay, open spiral injection. No, no more guesses, but like this. Okay, so we can access it like this. Okay, so in the dictionary, let's suppose if we are trying to what it is trying to say, okay, let me explain it to you. Okay, let me think about it first. Uh, uh, let's just open it like this. Let's just say, let's just say if I define a dictionary like this, okay, mm, HMAP, okay, and is it like this? Like that? Hello, yeah, or maybe message. Hello, how are you today? So, and if let's suppose if I wanted to access the message, there could be much more than this. Okay, I'm just taking a small example. So what I can do it like this: the 0, 1. I think this is how it should be working. Maybe not. That is what I'm saying. We have to guess about it. That what is it talking about? Let me uh, do one thing. Okay. Oh, I forgot about something. I just remembered. Okay. It is not. Where was it? Yeah. Yeah. I think it was something like this. We wanted to access it. Maybe not. Maybe it is outside. It is in this form only. Okay. And if we wanted to access this thing, we needed to say it like this. So that we will be able to. So there is a lot of guessing work involved in here, okay, to be able to really access what we really wanted to, okay. You have seen me doing it, okay. So let's suppose if we have this, so just give me a minute. Huh? Okay, so where was I? Let me tell you how you can solve this problem. Okay, let me just create a hashtag too, and let me put the same message as it is to here. Okay, so even let me just do one thing. Let me just remove this part also, and we have to guess it like this. And just it is data classes, or what it was data classes. Uh, Code data class. I think that is the I think so. Should be like that. Yeah. And then I just needed to define a data class. This is how you define uh, data class. Just below this, you needed to create the class or the module. Let's suppose if I wanted to say it as messages. Okay, and inside it we only have one thing, which is message. Okay, so its type should be a str string. Okay, and we have it our message, which we can say we can define it like this, and it's not okay. So now what you can able to do, which you were not able to do before, it at first it look my it you look you see it and you look simple, okay, but it is not. You can directly type it as a message and message messages, okay, to be able to access messages. Okay, so it was messages, okay. Yeah, to be able to do the same, you this because there might be the case that for the longer things, okay. So if there are more than one key and value in the dictionary, okay, so then it will be more useful because you needed to uh, have a guesswork to really be able to get what you really wanted to. Okay, so that is where it is more helpful. Okay, and then there is also pydantic, which does the same mostly. Okay, I will not be showing it to you guys today what it is doing, but it is the same thing, almost. But just we are using the action. I think this is inheriting the base class somewhere. It is it is inheriting the base class. Let me show it to you. OpenMV4, right? We are importing it from OpenMVs. And here we are going into the code OpenMV, and we are doing what? Action. Let's just see. Okay, we are taking it from types. Uh, from types. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. So the action, yeah, it is inheriting the base model from pydantic, and then we are setting the field well apart. So it is just about using a type listed way manner so that it not get crashed anyway. Okay. No more guessing about it. Okay. Open spiral in integration. Open in VRAP 6 gain from DeepMind open spiral library. So there are 6 games that we have taken from DeepMind's open spiral library. Let me do one thing. This one. Let's just see for ourselves. We have our talks with us where they have defined all the games, the alpha algorithm. We will not be. I wanted to read this alpha ranking algorithm today. We will be doing it going forward, but let's just say for now that it is taking 6 games from Deep Mind's Open Spiral library together, which was listed in here. First one was Catch that we have already seen in the previous module, and there are other 5 to 6 example more. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 example more, which was Clive Walking 2048. If you have like played this game, you might have played this game today. So this is a game which looks like something like this. Okay? So if we get the same color, they got merged and gets double. Let's suppose if you put an 8 on top of it, or it is sidewise, so it will going to merge and became 16. And it is something like this. We have to throw it like this. So we have to move this 4 in such a way that we are going to get 4 in here if it is there. So it is going to get merged and became 8, and the next random number will be going to come. Let's suppose if it is 128, if we have to throw it like this. Let me let me show it to you and play online. Okay. Okay. Uh, it became this. Yeah, so that is how you play, but there was 2028 ball. I have played this game specially. Okay, so in this, okay, it is visible. Okay, so we can throw the ball anywhere in here. Okay, and we have to throw it like this. Let's suppose it is, yeah. So let's suppose if we have 2 and 2, if I throw it like this, so it is going to merge, and the 4 and 4 is going to merge. Okay, and that is how you play this game. Okay, so that is how you play this game. Yeah, that is how you play. Okay, this is the puzzle, or there is other game also which was to shift it rightward and leftward. So we will be seeing it together. There are different games. All 6 games uses the same OpenNV client and the same open spile action and open spile observation type. Together they have defined their models and they are importing it directly from here. The only difference is the game parameters. So the only difference that is being made is the parameters. Okay, so we are writing a policy. So for us to train the RL algorithm, we need to write an initial policy. We can define initially the success to be 0, because in time going forward, when the reward is not what we have expected. It is going to update the RL policies or the algorithm for it to improvise, okay, depending upon the step they have taken in the environment. Uh, Policy is just the function that takes an observation and returns an action. Here are four approach for catch. Okay, baseline is, let's suppose, 20. Like we are taking 20% success. Random policy, we are taking a random policy from obs.legal, which we are importing from, I don't know. Let's see. Always stay terrible 20%. Stay policy, so we are not changing our policy. Instead we might have changing the RL algorithm. Let's see. And then there is a smart heuristic way, optimizing 100%. Instead of changing all the things at once, we are uh, giving weightage to a particular route. Okay, and we are calculating it like this. If you have heard about a star algorithm, okay. So we calculate it like this. Let's suppose, even if let me give you an example. Let me give it like this. Okay, so let's suppose if we are going to the path that is the optimized one, or the path that has less path value, in this case which was 1. But let's suppose if we wanted to go to the this 0. Okay, this is our final goal. So this might never reach to its goal. Okay, so instead what we do, we go to the path, and until we achieve what we wanted to achieve, it just keep going. Okay, and updating all the path value depending upon that thing. Okay? So that is how it is we doing it. Okay, so this is how it, let's suppose SB, the path value becomes 8. To get 2 plus 6, I don't know how it is getting the 6 value. S to 8 is 1 plus 5. I think the cost of A, yeah, it is defined here. Okay, so this is having a heuristic is 5. Okay, and the part cost is 1. That is why the uh, the the overall heuristic value will become like 6, 1 plus 6, and the b is 6, so 2 plus 6 is will becoming 8, and that is how we keep updating it till we find our till we find our goal. Okay, it is something like this. It is using the same something the same somewhere the same concept. Smart policy. Okay, ball, finding the ball. Let's suppose we are finding the ball, so we are taking the info state, okay, from the observation, and we are also finding the pedal column, okay. So this is this is example of the very first example that we have taken, that we have also seen the uh, the catch and fall. Let me draw it, okay, so that you can be able to understand what I'm trying to say. Let's suppose this is what they are trying to say. This is a small ball, and yeah, this is what they are trying to say. So what they are doing, they are finding the position of this ball. Okay, so in this case it was in here, and they're finding the position of the paddle, which is here. Okay, so if the paddle is less than this, they are dividing it into the column. Okay, so if it is less than uh, the paddle is less than, which is the case because it is in here. So let's suppose if they are divided into the grade, so this is the first grade and this is in the third grade. Okay, so let's suppose if they are divided into 3 grade, so the ball is in second grade and the paddle is in first grade. So that is what they are saying. If the paddle is having if it is in less than column, okay, so they wanted you to return 2. which was indicating what, which was indicating to go to right. Okay, so it will move this thing, to the second wala grid. Okay, so that it will be then again checking if we are able to uh, be in the same grid or not. If it is not the case, if it is the case, it is just returning one to stay here only. Okay, and that is how it is able to solve it. F loss greedy learn over time. Let me delete this thing. Epsilon greedy learning over time 85%. So it has 80, epsilon greedy has a success of 89%. How is it they are doing it? This is terrible if they are okay. So they are using three of the different policy. One of them was okay. I got it. What they are trying to do. First was to choose any random grade from here. They are just trying to tell that this is the baseline, and the success will be 20%, or it might also decrease depending upon um how complex the problem is. And then there is this is the most terrible one. I think this the success can be said to be zero also, because if it is not in the right grade, it is not going to do anything. It will be staying in the same grade. Okay, this is a smart way to just solve it. And let's just see this one, which has a success rate of 85%, and it is learning over time. So epsilon, what they are doing, they are finding maximum between 0.1 and 1 minus step divided by 100. How this algorithm is working, let me see. Okay, so they are calculating. Let's suppose this step is 0, so this will become 0.001. Okay, let's suppose this step will be 1, so it will become 0. The maximum between 0.1 and 0 is 0. Sorry, 0.1. Let's suppose this became 2. This will be minus 1, and this will overall became. Is there any step where this thing is here? No, right? So why did they have given the option to even choose? I don't know. For all this stuff here, this is greater than. We have taken 25 steps. This will become 0. For the 0th step, it is 1. How is that? Okay, these things are is in together. Okay, this should have put an bracket in here. So it is like this. Okay, I know we are using board mass in here, but still, this should be more clear, or it can be a bit confusing at first. So after 150 step, this will be no longer okay. After 90 step, I think this will automatically become 0.1. Okay, fixed minimum exploration after 90 step. Okay. So we can take at max 90 step. So how is our 85% of if random dot random is less than if you are randomly selecting any of the number and it should be less than epsilon, which should be 0.1 after 90 step. I think this will be returning the choice from the legal action of observation, and we will be returning the smart policy, which is this. Over time, let's suppose after 90 epochs or 90 steps, this will automatically going to become 0.1. Then this 0.1 is the random value that we have selected is less than 0.1, so it is going to return us this thing. Otherwise it will be returning the smart policy, which is this. Okay, got it. The key inside all four policy work with the same open spiral observation type. So at the game from cache to tic-tac-toe and the observation format stay the same. So the observation format info state that we are using or legal actions will stay the same. Only the game logic, only these thing will be we will be changing it. Okay, got it. Range of I just wanted to know that if it is also maintaining the lowercase value, because I know it is maintaining the uppercase value by doing this. Okay, because the maximum value that the epsilon can have, I think it should be 1, because when there is no step, in that case this will 0 divided by 100, which is again 0, and when we subtract 1 minus from the 0, it will be 1, and the maximum of 0.1 and 1 is 1. So the maximum value of epsilon can be 1. So at that time it is returning this thing. I think this is the random. That is greater than 0. That is good to know. The default value is 0 to 1. That is why we are using it. The key insights, all the 4 policies works with the same open interview operator. This where we have already read it. Switching game, because all the open spiral games share the same client interface. Switching game is trivial. Okay. We are just restarting the environment and connecting it to this thing. Okay, client is the same, so we just needed to change the URL where we are, or the server you could say, and we just needed to restart it, restart all the result so that it just became 0. Your policy code does not change, the observation has the same field. You needed a same strategy for the new game. You just needed a new strategy for the same new game. The observation has the same field. Okay, so we are using the same models overall for the for each of them. We required info state, we required legal actions, or whatever is defining the observation, whatever models are defined in observations, which are these. This will remain same because these are all the things that we required. It does not matter which game we are playing from open spiral. All 6 of them require only these models. So yeah, that is what they are implying in here. Okay, we can take it as a key takeaway. We needed to implement most of the generic models that we can reuse it even if some parameter changes or a new game arises. We recover this a new game, sorry, new thing arises, but the model should be same. The strategy can be different. Okay, got it. The notebook you will be building, comparing 4 policy of catch. Okay, run a competition, then switch to another game with the same client code. Key takeaway: you don't build environment to use them. Same client interface across all the environment. I just wanted to confirm one thing, okay, before we go forward. I just wanted to confirm that these two servers was not running yesterday. Together we are getting a 404 error. Are we getting the same error today, or do they fix it? I just wanted to be able to experiment on these at the very least. But this thing, I think this is working. But its UI is broken. I think because we're not able to experiment. Yeah, the UI is working, but there is some error because I was able to curl the API endpoint, but I was not able to experiment the same response or test the same response over here through UI. So there might be a problem in the UI. Okay, we have triggered. Just give me a moment. I will be back in a moment. Okay, so there will be. Okay. We will be implementing this now line by line, okay? Or we will be running this line by line. This is the second module notebook that they have provided us, okay? Where what we will be doing, we have already read it. We will be building and comparing for policy in cache, okay? Catch. Okay, so let's try to run it. The very first. Okay. Open. We are in taking some of the imports from open spiral section open. This is where all the modules has kept in. Okay, we got this. This is the main uh, function where all the observations, these are all the modules. So and this is where all the functionality is being placed here. Yeah, we have understand this thing. Let me see if this thing is working or not, because if it is not working we will not be able to connect with it. It is not working, so we will not be able to implement this part also, I think so. Let me still try to see if it is working or not. Let me also see that if somebody else over the internet, okay, space file, if somebody have implemented it for us, maybe not. Let's try to search it over Hugging Face, okay. Spiral, yeah. Maybe somebody have created a space which is running. I think this is running. And how do we, okay, is this how we can see it? Where was this pattern? Yeah, it was there. Let's try to replace it by this. This URL, we are not able to connect it with this thing. Do they have the WebSockets? Alright. I think they have created it in a different way, where we were not able to, or we are now doing it in a wrong way. Let me do one thing today. This is also not working. Let's keep out this one. Cape is also not working. Let's try to see it from here. They are given us some of these. Okay, so it is working in here, but not working there. This is a game of what? We are importing it from where? Okay, we are creating it. It has the game name, easy and clear, and this. We are doing one thing. We are importing this from server.open.spiral, or maybe from here. If this does not work, open spiral. ये तो You can test it locally, I know, but I wanted to do it from here. Let's just try to see if it is working or not. There it is being reset. They want us to take action. Action ID, which is one, game name, and game parameter. Needed to be taken it from here. What are all the possible game names? Let's see. These are all the possible actions. Meta config, meta address, reset request. Okay. Single player game, which could be this. And what are the actions? Game parameter. We have slash docs. Alright. They have told us we can redeploy space include slash web. This is working. Slash web. No, it is not. After deployment, you will see you will be able to this. The deploy space includes slash web slash doc slash help. You can run it locally. I know. Let's take this thing. Let's give parameter is this. Okay. Is this how it should be working? I think we are getting the same error yesterday also, right? Let's not give anything. Let's try to go as it is. Okay. Game parameter. We are not getting anything. We are still not getting anything. Observation info state. What are the things that we needed to pass in here? We just wanted to know that. I think this thing also we can be able to do if we do not pass anything. which was, I think we are doing something wrong, right? If it is working, we are giving it in a wrong format. Okay, is this the one? No, no, right? This thing is not working. This thing is working, but yeah, this thing we are getting some error in the UI. Let's just say we are calling call tool. The tool was echo message and invalidate type. We are getting error, but it was inside this now. If you do it again, if you get this state, we have two steps till now in this episode, and if you wanted to reset, we can reset it and we can again give it to new. I think the argument that we are passing is somewhere wrong, and that is why we were not able to access it. So what can be the right parameter, or what can be the right argument? um, line.py. Okay. Payload just Image 0 and calls game parameter. Okay, so it is needed to be like this. Let's try to run this. It is giving us an error. I don't know why. Input type is a string. Type should be dictionary type. Why is that? Input value is this and input type is this. Let's try to give it to what did I do wrong? I think I have given it. Or we can do one thing. We can do one thing. Let me do it for just a moment. Okay. Let's try to give it like this. Okay, does not work. I cannot. It might work. You passes it like this, uh, but this is a string, not a dictionary. Yeah, that is the problem of okay. What you should be passing instead. Pass an actual dictionary object. I think somewhere in their code there is something is wrong. I think there's hack. I don't know if this will work. I really don't think so. It should be working. I know input type is still a string. I think there is an error in their part especially. At least that is what I think because uh, we are reading this as a string, which should not be the case. Uh, do they have their own this thing? Uh, is there an ISO? Open any validator fails. Falsely when main is called with argument. Missing if this the check is this. Search. Open reward system support. Failing bronze building in CI. Update DMCP. Environment. Revert to using message by identic from chat envy. I think this is the issue. We should revert it using the message type once the library is available with available available with the new version of inferencing.py. Promotable this is the follow-up comment. I think they have messed up somewhere in the code. Yes, they are using it like this, which is what it is doing. I think this is the cause. This is the cause. I think converted to This. Okay, so it is doing what? Oh, messages. They have broken the code somewhere. At least that is what I am able to understand. Okay, so uh, this is the thing. Don't require this. Don't require this. We don't require this or not. Do we require this? Okay, we require this. For what? Do we require it? I don't think so. Do we? Let's see. Let's just go to here. Okay. Go to here and do one thing. Let's try to replicate it by creating this thing locally. Contribution. I don't want to contribute. Clone the repo. You can clone it like this. Let me do one thing. Let me say what I'm doing. This thing is not working right. Or is it? Okay. It is running. Connect from the code. We need to connect the environment. we can do one thing. Let's just minus array dot link. Let's just go to here. Okay, can spread it. Then we can do sync. Okay, this is the thing that I'm trying to search. Okay, they have given us an example. Okay, let me go to here. Okay, and let's try to pass it. Yeah, that is what I'm trying to say. It is not working. I think there was something. Just a minute. Huh? Just kidding. Just a moment. Huh? Okay, we will be continuing this stream by today, but right now I have to go somewhere. Yeah, we will be continuing our stream from here. Okay, bye bye.